Welcome to today's episode of Markets. Today we're going to be talking about self-leadership. Everybody wants to lead. Everybody wants to control. Everybody wants to be in charge. But have you really looked back at yourself and asked yourself, personally, to me, Tracy, have I even led myself? And what does self-leadership actually mean? It means being able to influence my own thoughts, influence my actions, influence my decisions, influence me. And that's also saying when I go right and I ought to go left, I should be able to realize that and influence myself and tell myself that, hey girl, this is the way to go and not that way. And then obey myself. And then, so self-leadership is more about you influencing yourself, talking to yourself, and doing the right things for yourself because of the benefits you stand to gain. Welcome to the world of self-leadership. So in the journey of self-leadership, you must have started from somewhere. You must have started from self-awareness and then self-control and then some level of discipline. And then this fourth level, now we're talking about self-leadership. So before you even start leading yourself effectively, there should be clarity around who you are, where you're going, what your objectives are, and of course, what requirements you even need to go to where you're going. Now imagine a pastor or a pastor who opens a church, for example. I'm using this example because a lot of us are familiar with churches. We go to churches and we know there's a pastor. But then, so a pastor opens a church and he's not even clear himself about why he's opening the church. I'll stop at that. But then, so there should be clarity on what my passion is, what my drive is, what my objectives are before I go into a thing. And so people who want to follow, people who want to support should have that understanding that we are following this woman of God or this man of God because, so you should lead yourself, understand your goal, your vision, your direction, and then it's clearer for people, for you to now build a team. When you lead yourself properly, you can now drag people along rather attract people because you are able to lead yourself right and set clarity in the direction you're going. So talking about self-leadership, how do we do it? How do you achieve it? Number one is to set standards. Do you have principles? Do you have values that you will kill for, you will fight for? Some people easily give up their values. They are easily influenced by what's going on out there. So your parents, your guardians would have spent some time to bring you up in certain ways, inculcate certain values and morals into you. And then along the line, because this is what is trending, this is what social media is saying, everybody is doing it, and then you just see yourself nosedive or drift. You just drop all the principles and values your parents might have instilled into your life. So it's important that you set your standards, recall those values, what's important to you, and remember that your values define you. Wherever you find yourself, whatever situation or environment you find yourself, your values define you. You don't need to follow the bandwagon. If everybody else is going left and you are certain that right is the way to go, then come on, go right. So set your standards. It's really important, and this pays off. Talking about self-leadership, and we're saying set your standards. And of course, after setting your standards, follow your standards. Be disciplined enough to follow your standards. It will amaze you that people are watching. There are people who use you as a role model. They might be so impressed. They might have so much admiration for you, the standards, your way of life, your principles. They may not be so close to tell you, but because they see that these standards, these values you exude are really pretty, they copy, they role model, they learn. I'll share something with you. So I had a neighbor who, at the time she was leaving, she walked up to me. We weren't so close because I really had a very busy schedule at the time. So one day she says, I need to see you. And of course, I made out time and she came home right after work. I said, okay, see me now, because once I go in and I shut down, I won't talk to anybody till tomorrow. So she came, we sat down, and she started off. She says, "Oh, Tracy, I've watched you so much from afar. You're my neighbor. I know we don't talk so much. I know we're not so close, but I noticed the way you do." Okay, I'm not blowing my trumpet, but this happened. I don't want to call her name. But then I was listening. I thought, okay, she wanted to market something she's selling or whatever. But she says, "I'm just here to really tell you, like, I admire you. I've learned so much from you. Your diligence, your energy, how you do this." I'm like, okay, now you're blowing my head off. Like, she said, "No, I'm so serious. I've watched," and then she gifted me. She's a very exclusive brand stylist, so she makes fantastic clothes. And she came, she said, "Look, I'm here to take your measurement, and I'm here to show you my catalog. I want you to pick any two designs of your choice. I see what you wear. I love your dress sense, but Tracy, I want to gift you two clothes." Now she likes her money, and I think they're quite pricable. So the point is, she was able to open up to say, "I love your values. I love your standards. I admire you from a distance." And really, really, I blushed. I was taking unawares. I said, "Thank you." And she was saying it with so much. So it even made me like, oh, okay. I didn't know we were watching, but so keep up the good work, Tracy. Keep up. So in the same vein, please, my dear, keep up your standards. Set your standards, follow them, and be disciplined. You don't know who's watching, okay? And you may be able to even train people out there by impacting them with your lifestyle. Okay, so that's important. Set your standards, follow your standard, be disciplined, and then guard your environment. There's some environment to find yourself. You notice they influence you negatively. We're talking about self-leadership, and it's all about influence. How are you able to stand your ground, influence yourself, and then, of course, before you even start thinking about others around you. I'll leave you with this food of thoughts. Think about certain values that are so dear to you that you will fight to keep. If you can think of 3, write them down and tell yourself that I'll consistently hold up these 3 values irrespective. So thank you for listening, and I hope this was useful. Self-leadership, lead yourself first, and then of course it'll be easier to lead others and live with others. So thank you, and please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. I'll see you next week on next episode. This is Marpets. Make it plain with Tracy.